Coming up in this video, catch your breath before it's taken from you. These are 30 scary videos that'll have you breathing manually. Number 30, What's There? Dogs Know All. Shared by YouTuber Blue Candle. This one is barking up the wrong tree. He clearly senses something is hiding there. In fact, the camera zooms out and another dog appears, also on high alert. Although we never do see what these dogs are seeing, many in the comments think they know something's there. I believe they really are witnessing something we can't, but whether it's human or spirit, only they know for sure. Number 29, Devil on the Road. There's a pitchfork in the road. Is it the devil's? Shared by YouTube channel Ches the Zombie and originally posted by SK Haunted Vlogs. This scary video is trending in the Hindi-speaking YouTube community. The team from SK Haunted encounters this creature on the dark side of a road at night. The creature appears to have eye shine, something humans don't have. They continue down the road, but again spot something unusual. It's a human-like creature on all fours. To me, the creature appears to have a large beard, and again, its eye shine is glaring.
कौन आप भाई ये भाई 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 कैमरा से तो गाड़ी घुमाओ भाई यार क्या बला ये हैं?
They try to ride away, but then this happens.
पीछे पीछे
Now they're stuck on a deserted road in the darkness with a demon creature and a broken bike. We all know how this will end, and it's not happily ever after. I hope this isn't found footage, and these guys made it out of here uncursed. Number 28, Ghost Workout. This spirit must be ripped. Redditor Rusty Walker 6705 posts this video writing, "Ghosts can work out too."
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Even in the afterlife, this ghost is working his glutes, and some Redditors find it amusing.
13, 14.
Although this probably can be explained by physics. I wouldn't want to spot him, would you? Let's hope this ghost likes to work out solo. Number 27, Biltmore Hotel. Located in Los Angeles, The Biltmore Hotel has many secrets. YouTuber Hype Mike and his team are determined to find them. As Mike is describing something to viewers, he hears a mysterious noise. They explore the hotel and continue to hear unexplained sounds.
What did you hear?
Like a whining.
Like a baby? What? Yo, chill.
I just saw something.
What? Like what?
Like something
Like a person?
walked across, like a whole shadow. Like a whole on shadow just walked across. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't. I was looking at you.
Although I didn't see the shadow Mike saw, I do hear this crying.
The baby crying.
And then this happens.
Is there like door open?
Oh my god. Oh my. Shira?
Is that the same ball? There's no way.
Shira?
Using their K2 meter, they get a reading from the ball.
Yo.
Can you get closer to it? Just like pops up. That's insane.
Oh my. Okay, Shira, come this way. Come this way.
They move on when they hear yet another sound that gives them pause.
Just stopped. Is someone in there?
Clearly, you just heard footsteps in there.
Clearly, someone or something is in there. And if I had to put my money on it, I'd say that's more likely a something, a ghost or some other paranormal entity. Number 26, watching you. Be careful of the portals you open. You never know what you'll let in. YouTube team Mackie and Amanda capture this entity on camera, which they believe is exiting a portal from another dimension. Did you see it? Look over Mackie's gesturing arm. They estimate that the entity is about 8 feet tall, and it appears to walk right through the wall in front of it. That's definitely not a bug. I believe this is authentic footage of an entity entering from another dimension. Do you have a better explanation? I don't. Number 25, Haunted Farm. CJ Faison bought a haunted farm, and YouTuber Chris Baird made a chilling discovery there while cleaning up the place. The team is helping remove debris from the dilapidated farmhouse and organizing all of its broken and abandoned items.
Glass shelf. Yeah, I think it's a little broken.
As he's discussing what they found in all of this debris, he hears something.
Ton of VHS tapes. Brand new. Don't know what I'm gonna do with those yet. I'm gonna go through them. There's books. Like, there's just... Hello? It's not like someone just said something, but... So, yeah.
Amongst their discoveries, they find an inordinate number of dolls.
Yeah, this is the doll room. It makes it even creepier than it was before. Sorry about the weird angle. That's the dolls.
He says at least 3 of these dolls are haunted, which this doll soon demonstrates.
The dolls in, like you guys saw. The doll is on the floor for the 3rd time this week. I don't know, the spirits seem to like the doll being on the floor, so it's very weird to me, but it just is what it is.
I don't know how I'd feel coming across a doll completely out of place. Getting Chucky vibes from this video. I think these guys had better watch their backs. Number 24, Medical Center Surprise. YouTube team, TLB Paranormal says that sometimes the spirits aren't the scariest things on location. While searching this abandoned medical center, the team receives a fright when this happens.
Son of a...
A bat surprises them, and it seems this is the first real fear they felt while out.
No, that was him things that he was talking about.
Yeah.
Squirrel or what?
Sparrows.
Sparrows.
Holy That's the first time I've been...
To me, this goes to show that poltergeists be doomed. The living are the scariest creatures of them all. Number 23, Rising Ghost. Ghosts don't need elevators. They enter straight through the floor. YouTube team Paranormal Voyages captures evidence of this feat on camera. Watch closely. A small white orb rises upward from the ground. Here it is again, closer this time. They believe this is a ghost in energy form. It soon vanishes in the darkness. While I'm not sold on orbs 100%, as I think plenty of times they could be dust or cobwebs or other light reflections in the air, I also think they're open to interpretation. Do you think they've captured spirit energy on camera? Let me know in the comments. Number 22, Confronted. After a man was confronted by a phantom in this holiday home, YouTube team Project 51 was called on to investigate. When they first enter, subtle, unexplained noises soon unsettle them. Then, using a Kinect app, they capture an entity in one of the dark rooms.
Je ne vous veux pas de mal. Et vous pouvez. Il y a quelqu'un en face de moi. Donc ça, c'est une pareidolie numérique. Il prend la forme d'un être humain. Il cherche la forme d'un être humain.
But it is this call and response with the phantom that convinces me that something is truly here.
S'il vous plaît, pouvez-vous répondre à cela? Je recommence.
The ghost knocks once in response. Whatever confronted this man remains here, and if this team isn't careful, they could be next. Number 21, Direct Response. When their medium asks a client if there was a record player in this haunted home, YouTube team Paranormal Investigators of New England receives a direct response. You can hear the medium and the client in this clip, but you can also hear a disembodied voice. Listen closely.
Behind this wall over here. Interesting. Okay. Is that good? But I was down here and I thought this sounds like I think I hear the sound.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I'll bring them out.
There's an unexplained woman's voice that murmurs in agreement. The crew hears it too in real time.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I'll bring them out.
I'm also not sure what this knocking is. There's no explanation for it in the clip, so I assume it could be paranormal too. What do you think of this evidence? Are we listening too closely or not closely enough? Number 20, Elves and Friends. This forest is full of magical creatures, and they're always hanging over your shoulder. YouTuber Erwin Saunders takes viewers on an adventure through the green vines, and he doesn't disappoint. This little creature looks to me like an elf. And on his journey through the forest, Erwin comes across many more of his friends. Although the little elves seem harmless, this charging creature is freaking everyone out. What is this? It almost looks like an alligator or a Komodo dragon. Considering this forest's magical nature, I'm sure this creature has some unknown power. Number 19, Evil at Home. Evil comes alive at night in this haunted house. YouTuber Tim Morozov investigates, and what he finds is beyond terrifying. It begins with these wheezy sighs. And then he captures this thing on camera. What was that? I don't know, but the noise it's making is crawling under my skin. In my opinion, that's definitely a demon, and you can hear loud and clear that it's pure evil. Number 18, Blast. The YouTube team Exploring with Fighters warns viewers that Randonautica is a dangerous game, especially when played at night. After being led to a remote area on a dirt road, the guys see a light in the darkness.
Mate, what's that light over there? Look, what's the light? Mate, there was a light.
I saw that. I saw it.
Yeah, it was literally there.
Saw it. Let me turn these off. Hold on. Let me put one.
Mate, 100% there was a light, and you see it.
Is someone waiting there for them? They decide to drive closer. Though they can't see anyone, an infrared camera picks up a light.
I don't like having this window down next to me, even I'm gonna put it up. You never know if someone could grab and dive through.
What, mate? It was barbed wire fence. It was like.
I know. I saw it.
Did you see it?
Like directly straight through the bushes.
They drive to the light and get out of the vehicle to investigate. That's when they find these strange clues and something much more frightening.
Got an antenna on it and stuff. No, Dan. What is that? Dan.
What?
Wait, we can't be in here.
Oh, it's right. Get down. What the hell was that?
I don't know. Oh, what the
What the Oi! What the Get.
Dangerous is right. This, to me, is a solid reason to not download Randonautica. Number 17, Cursed Apartment. A night in a cursed apartment? You'd better plan for insomnia. YouTuber Alex from Overscary spends a sleepless night in this haunted place, and on his initial tour of the place, he hears some knocking. When he goes to look in the room, he finds this. Things are heating up.
Начинает что-то происходить. Вы это слышите? Слышите? Что слышите? Кто ты? Что ты хочешь от меня? Зачем ты здесь? Слышите?
No one answers, but the noise continues. He opens the door to find another light fixture moving, and then this happens.
Дверь открыта. Смотрите. Блин, надо было камеру включить. Блин, что происходит, а?
As he attempts to communicate with the spirits, one shuts the door on the conversation. But perhaps the spookiest observation happens next. Keep an eye on Alex and his mirror image. They are not in sync. So who is this Alex in the mirror? I think it's the devil pretending. Number 16, possession. While investigating this underground haunt, YouTube team TC Explorer experiences something unexpected, a possible possession.
So, we're down here, underground. Have you heard it?
One of the crew starts to fall ill.
You want to go out?
They think he's become momentarily possessed by something, and a spirit is present, as is revealed by this flashlight.
Are you okay?
They conclude that this is not a coincidence, the two are connected.
What's happening? We're here. I said we're here.
Yes, and the light turned on, and you got really nauseous.
Yes.
Did a spirit possess him? I think it's totally possible, and if that's the case, he needs to get to a priest and a physician, in that order. Number 15, Haunted Mansion. Woodlawn Estate is as haunted as they get. YouTuber Kalani Ghost Hunter and his team experience their scariest nights as paranormal investigators here, and it begins with a door opening.
What if we just let it in? Like, what if by opening that door we just let whatever was...
Kalani wonders if they let evil in. I think they did. As they enter the home, Kalani is quickly frightened by something.
The fuck is that?
What?
I thought I just heard a step right next to me.
Did you see something?
No, but it could have been the wood, maybe?
Well, you might think that's enough. Things get worse. What happens next is truly chilling. Here it is again, from another angle. I don't know about you, but if I heard something unseen running at me like that, I'd be out the window ASAP. Number 14, Followed. Stalkers are scary enough. Imagine being stalked by spirits. YouTuber Dimensions Paranormal says they were followed home by ghosts after forgetting to sage after an investigation. Their paranormal equipment keeps turning on by itself.
That's the one. But is it still out on here?
They assume this means the spirits want to communicate.
Do you want to talk?
Here, pal.
Strange.
Who is it? A witness.
It sounds to me that the spirits want to talk to her friend. A moment later, another device goes off.
Okay, so now the REM pod's going off. Okay, that doesn't... Thanks, come away. That doesn't go off unless something touches it. I'll demonstrate.
They then share this exchange.
You told us that you were coming, and we told you that you weren't allowed. You had to stay where you were. You weren't allowed to follow us. Did you follow us? Have you come from that location where we investigated it? I think so.
She asks the spirits to touch one of their devices.
Can you touch either ball in the middle of the table? No, you can. You absolutely can. You have permission to touch the ball. Yes, permission. You can touch the teddy bear, or alternatively, this one.
And eventually it does.
All you have to do is go straight over to the REM pod. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So you like the cat ball? Okay, thank you.
Then it goes crazy and touches multiple devices at once.
sirens going off? That wasn't me. That's not me. Okay, thank you.
After this, she rings the bell to close communication with the spirits. But does that mean the spirits will leave? I'd shower this place in sage just to make sure. Number 13, abandoned ruin. When it comes to haunted places, the more remote, the better. The YouTube team Paranormal Crew heads to this abandoned location for a paranormal investigation. Once inside, they quickly get a reading on one of their K2s, but only one of them.
Nějaký tady z těch krabiček a můžete zablikat i tady na ty dvě. Můžete rozblikat všechny 3.
No jak to, že jedno jede a druhý ne?
Jo. Zablikáte mi taky? Aspoň na jeden?
Janka to má natočený takhle.
A to je jedno.
To by nemělo vadit.
This is seriously odd. Is this other K2 meter just broken? After a time, it's still going off like mad, but then it inexplicably stops.
Stůj a nijak nečaruj.
Za červený. A zase, hele, úplně jako když motala se mi hlava.
Motá, viď?
No to jede dost.
Můžete si vzít energii z té baterky, jak tam svítí na zemi a zablikat na ní.
Later, they place this possessed doll in one of the rooms, and a spirit comes to visit it. This is all captured on their Kinect device.
Tady nějaký děti? Jestli jo, mohli byste dojít k té panence a zkusit nám na ní zablikat, prosím? Nás se nemusíte bát, my jsme se sem přišli jenom podívat.
Judging by this evidence, there does appear to me to be some energies in this place, but we have yet to find out if they're good or evil. Number 12, Haunted Hoover House. In part 2 of her investigation into the haunted Hoover House, YouTuber Katrina Weidman and her team tried to recreate the environment that cast this shadow figure in a previous photo taken here. They set up the way the original photo was taken.
So, right about here?
Yeah, I mean, they would have had to use flash, unless the laser grid was lighting it up enough. Here's you with the flash. And what's interesting is you don't get any reflection off of that glass back there.
But they can't seem to recreate the original. The shadow figure eludes them.
But I mean, even that shadow of the original picture, it didn't have like a shadow here.
Right.
But there...
As they sit in the same room, they feel an eerie silence.
Seems very quiet.
But I'm not buying it. It's one of those quiets to me. Like, I don't feel like it's...
Did you just see something?
Yeah.
What did you see? I saw that look in your eye.
Yeah, something darted.
Is this the spirit energy they're feeling here? When she asks a question through the spirit box, they receive an immediate answer.
Did you run the bar here?
Later, in another room, they hear an unexplained voice.
It sounded like a woman.
While we never see the shadow figure, I think many of us assumed it's a man based off of the original photo. But maybe, in fact, it's a woman, and we just heard her speak. Number 11, Old Idaho Penitentiary. On their second visit to the Old Idaho Penitentiary, YouTube team Broken Wings Paranormal discovered that the hotspots there are still hot. While doing an Estays session, an interesting observation is made.
I see a group of people watching.
Does he know that it's a watching room? I think so. Is it someone presenting their memories to you? Like, are you showing us what it looks like what's going to happen?
While blindfolded, he sees something watching him, and yet he didn't know that this used to be the observation room in the penitentiary. On a Steadicam, they capture unexplained noises and a floating anomaly. Another Steadicam captures further activity in the cell block. This place gives me the creeps. And being as the spirits that are probably lingering here were former convicted criminals, I don't think I'd take my chances. Number 10, Attachment. The YouTube team, the Paranormal Patch, heads to the Lizzie Borden house, and they believe an evil entity has followed them here. I get that vibe too.
City, like, look what we're next to. Like, what is that? And then there's more. Like, this is a literal city. I thought that this would be in a tiny town. Looks like a tiny townhouse, but it's not. It's in the city.
Outside, they get a direct response from the entity, and it blows their minds.
Are you the evil entity in the house, or the evil entity that lurks outside the house because the house has too much bad energy? Is that you? Can't believe that. No.
And downstairs, they capture a disembodied voice who answers a question they pose.
Are you down here with us? Is this what you wanted?
It sounds to me like the voice says they sure are. I don't know how many spirits are here exactly, but it seems like there's multitudes of them. And considering this is the Lizzie Borden house, they're likely nefarious. Number 9, Unusual Sighting. Sometimes cameras capture what the cameraman's eyes don't see. YouTuber Danny Rocha says that when he opened the door to call his cats in, this is what happened, and he didn't even see it in reality. Keep an eye on the middle right. Did you see it? Something flies in an obscure way out of the fountain. Watch again. Some in the comments think they know exactly what it is. There seems to be a general consensus that it's an owl, and I have to agree, but the swiftness and silence of its launch into the sky is rather unusual. It looks a little off to me. What do you think is going on here? Number 8, Footsteps. After their friends passed away, something unusual was captured on a security camera in their unoccupied home. Redditor Sweetheart Sour shares this strange footage. Listen closely. There's an extremely loud thud and then what sounds like footsteps. Some think the thud is a cough, others think it's a door closing, and while the Redditor thinks it may be paranormal, many Redditors in the comments are suggesting squatters. This is ruled out by the Redditor. So could this be the departed friend coming back for a visit? Or for some unfinished business? I think it's possible, but so is the alternative that someone has broken into their home. Personally, I think the squatter theory is scarier. Number 7, Ghosts of Oak House. The ghosts of Oak House are evil, and the YouTube team FDL Paranormal knows this firsthand. As the team listens to a recording, they hear something else upstairs.
Can you hear that?
Footsteps upstairs.
Do you want to play with us? 2 for yes, 1 for no.
It answers with 2 for yes, meaning the spirit can see them. In another room, a light anomaly appears along with an unexplained voice. And it seems only Ryan heard it.
You just spoke. No, didn't. Yeah, you did. You said, Dad.
Cap. I did not.
Yes, you did. You're downstairs, mate. Someone with your exact voice just said, Dad, from out there.
After explaining what he heard, this happens.
We're up here!
In the
Just come up the stairs. We're back up.
Oh, you alright?
Oh.
What's the matter?
Sorry.
Brian, what's the matter?
Ryan is choked by something. Is it the ghost of Oak House? Personally, I think it was, and it also seems to be trying to lure them with their own voices. Number 6, demon figure. Bathrooms are apparently the favorite haunts of all things evil. YouTuber Arte Morbid shares this scary video from TikToker Paranormal Ghost 01. Just watch.
So I've been hearing some strange noises coming from this bathroom. And so I'm going to set up this camera to record and see if we catch anything.
The camera sits there for a short while when this happens. Here it is up close. TikTokers are totally freaked out by this. I don't know why nighttime is the scariest, but it is. Maybe because darkness makes the known unknown. Number 5, Ancient Ram Inn. YouTube team Ghost Trip Investigation is investigating the Ancient Ram Inn, one of the most haunted places in the UK. As they first enter, they receive this cryptic message over a spirit app.
In the bishop's voice.
Why did you come?
Why did you come? It just said, why did you come?
Did it say come or go?
Why did you come? Oh, why did you come?
Later, this heavy jacket is swinging for seemingly no reason and for an unusually long time.
In a minute, go.
I don't like this guy.
It's swinging so much. It's starting more.
Do you mind if I charge my iPad? Do whatever. It's getting quicker, look. It's not like it's slowing down, look.
They start hearing random noises in the place.
Did you just knock?
Walks by.
I just heard a knock in here.
I just heard that.
Yeah.
I thought you was in there. No.
I don't know if it was from there or if it was in here, but I heard her like a...
Feeling cold, they then capture a couple of figures on their Connect app.
Oh, it just got bigger.
Man,
I'm
freezing.
It was like a kid. And then there's 2, and then there was a bigger one.
This indicates that the unseen are all around them. I think the stories about the Ancient Ram Inn are true, and it doesn't seem like these ghost hunters are welcome there. Number 4, attention-seeking spirits. Some ghosts are just dying for attention. YouTuber Dalen Spratt is wondering if a spirit tried to get him in this haunted cemetery. The ghost hunter is talking to viewers when something unexpected happens.
Y'all, that just made my heart jump. My backpack was leaning up against this.
He leads us to his backpack, which has fallen over or been pushed over.
Was leaning up against this headstone like this. It was like that.
After witnessing this, Dalen draws this conclusion.
This resting area is 100% active. 100% active. 100% active. Like, I am seeing apparitions.
My theory is that whoever is laid to rest in that grave didn't like his headstone being used as a lean-to, and his spirit made that known. What do you think happened here? Number 3, Pennhurst Asylum. The wicked reside at Pennhurst. YouTuber Sunny Deeds is staying overnight at the asylum when downstairs he hears loud knocks coming from the floor above. As he continues, some viewers hear mumbling at this point in his tour.
That was me trying to shut off my ghost meter.
Do you hear it?
So,
as they get a reading on their ghost meter, they also hear a bang at the end of this dark hallway.
Huh?
If it's trying to draw them toward you, I would resist following. When the spirits here get a hold of you, there's no way out. Number 2, the cleansing. A woman has been experiencing terror in her home at the hands of an evil entity. The YouTube team, SS3 Paranormal, heads to the victim's home to investigate. They believe this painting to be haunted.
And this picture up here, the cat has reacted to. He's been up on its back legs looking and freaking out.
But they first witness the spirit's presence in a wardrobe.
Are you touching that wardrobe door? You may have done unconsciously. So if your foot, I think your foot might have without realising. The door moved and there was a slight rustle.
A moment later, one of them sees something fly past. An unexplained bang resounds.
Something black and small literally went like that straight past my eye. Okay. Just as I went like that. Just as I said it.
Later, an EVP is heard, but it's unclear what it says. They sage the place and read some scripture to try and rid the home of the evil spirit.
God of power, who promised. God of power, who promised us the Holy Spirit through Jesus, thy Son. We pray for you.
They also take the haunted painting home with them and seal it with protection. According to the team, the victim has reported that things have been calmer in her home after the cleansing. I think it's safe to say that this is due both to the cleansing itself and because of the removal of the haunted painting.